Welcome back, YouTube. This is the Black American. The Iranians are celebrating in the streets right now over their newfound liberation from the oppressive Islamic regime that was ruling over them for 47 years. And you'll never guess who is upset about it. American liberals. Check out this video.
Hi, and guess what? Trigger warning, Ben Stiller. Trigger warning. You might need a shot of morphine when you see this next clip because they love Donald Trump. Amazing, isn't it? You know, when you think about it, the left are just so bloody demented. They're so stupid. They call for freedom, right? You know, because they claim to be the most tolerant of them all, tolerant left. So Donald Trump gives the Iranians a genuine chance at freedom, and for some reason the left aren't coping. And this is what the right side of history looks like. The right side. Have a look at these Israelis celebrating in a bomb shelter.
Now, before she goes on and shows more Iranians celebrating over what Donald Trump's administration has done, how they have freed them from bondage and real oppression, because we're not oppressed here. The Trump administration has freed the most oppressed women on planet Earth. And feminists here in America are upset about that because they don't like Donald Trump. The hypocrisy is through the roof. The absolute contradicting mental gymnastics they play. Any and everything that the president does, no matter how great it is, that it will be met with scrutiny and criticism and absolute hate. Now, let's watch more Iranians celebrating their newfound freedom.
Ayatollah Khamenei is dead.
I mean, that they are out living their lives. And let's make this dance go viral.
Khamenei is dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Seriously, whoever made that song, like, make them go famous. It is.
I was about to say the same thing. Whoever made that mix, because it had to come out real quick. You got to understand. Now, I didn't dive deep and see what they could and could not do, but I did read somewhere they couldn't drink. They couldn't do many things. Of course, women had to wear the hijabs, cover themselves. There's several other videos out there of women just taking it off. You know, they're probably about to go out and do things that they have not been able to do in decades. There'll probably be a lot of mischief going on. But hey, when you got your newfound freedom, things like that may happen. It's just like if you are a sheltered child growing up, when you first go off college, you might indulge. And the Iranian people, they deserve to indulge. Let's keep rolling.
Is a brilliant. And yet, on the other hand, I now present to you the left, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just what's happening now. The Iranian people right now, they're going to their deaths. Professor Morandi is telling us this. Khamenei, I know people are going to yell at me by saying this, but Khamenei said, and this is not a lie, this is true, these people are selfless. These people are selfless, egoless. This is something the West doesn't understand when I talk about modesty and humility. Like, I have a sticker I want to make. Bring back humility. Have some humility. Have some heart. Have some mercy. He was told, you're going to die. You're going to die if you stay here. He died with his whole family. Martyrdom. Martyrdom.
Um, sorry. Have some heart. Have some heart, she says. Have some mercy for the Ayatollah, a man who murdered his own citizens, shot and killed protesters in the streets.
Now, if you guys didn't hear about that, the leader of the Iranian Islamic regime recently, I mean, like about a month ago, murdered 30 to 40,000 Iranians for protesting against him. Where were the American left then? They needed liberation then. Granted, they needed it for the past 47 years, but we haven't heard a peep from them. Women in America, lefty women in America, are so busy talking about they're so oppressed. They want corporate jobs. They want equal pay, which is an absolute myth that women get paid less, but that's a whole nother story. They want so many things that they already have and don't even realize it. There's literally nothing else to fight for. They need to pack the bags and go on a tour, freeing the rest of the women in the world that are really, really oppressed. Women can walk down the street in a mini skirt, halter top, cleavage out. Might get catcalled or something, but they're not going to be treated like they would be in certain countries in the Middle East. They will take advantage of you. And when I say that, I'm putting an absolute filter on. We have it so good here. Women have it so good here. Yet they cry about any and every fake oppression that they try to put on us, on themselves, and make it seem like they have nothing. You have so much choice to do any and everything that you want to do. Let's keep rolling.
Beat up women for showing their bodies, faces, and hair, and hung gay men. And she says, show him some mercy. Show him some mercy. How suicidally stupid can one be? Weapon grade level of dumb off the charts. But this one really sent me, and I present, and get ready for it.
I just got to cut in real quick because just to speak on that one liberal woman who was crying tears that we went in and took out their leader that was oppressing them. Crying about it. And this mental derangement needs to be clinically studied to the point where you want to keep people in bondage because you don't like the current president. Of course, there were plenty of things that Joe Biden did that I didn't like. Most things. We don't go crazy and become illogical. You know, granted, at the end of his career or his presidency, he wasn't there. He did some things I agreed with. But like I said, many things I didn't. There was no derangement. There were no assassination attempts on Joe Biden. Trump has gone through 2 assassination attempts because the left has created a monster through media. They should be ashamed of themselves, how they have dehumanized this man. And he's not perfect. He's not perfect. What man is, what person is. But to get to the point where you want mercy on murderers, Like I just said, they killed 30 to 40,000 protesters not too long ago in Iran because they were protesting their oppressive regime. Now imagine if the president took it upon himself to off crowds and tens of thousands of American citizens when you guys protest against him. No kings. The ICE situations. You have so much freedom that you can't even see it.
The feminists for Palestine. Like a bunch of shrieking banshees supporting the Iranian regime. So-called feminists, but actually anti-women. Now, I would love to see these feminists carry on like that in downtown Tehran and without covering themselves up. Seriously, please go. Really, go and give it a go, and we'll all watch you. Just like these lefties should.
I think that people have misconceptions about religion, especially with Muslims and Islamic regions.
I do not. I was not expecting you to be so pro the Ayatollah and pro dictator.
Well, yeah, we have a dictator in our own country.
I have a challenge for you. We will buy you a ticket, a one-way ticket to Iran.
Wait, really?
Would you go? Would you take that?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you part of the LGBTQ community at all?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go with her? Do you want to bring your boyfriend?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, very cool.
Sure, why not? Do you know what?
Yo, I'm not even going to let her finish because you could just tell she's so shocked and amazed and in complete awe that I don't know whether or not these liberals were they trolling. Maybe I did see the full clip of that street interview there. And I kind of feel like they started to troll a bit after the interviewer. I believe her name is Caitlin of the Liberty Hangout. Check out her channel. But the arguments weren't standing up. They sounded absolutely ignorant of any matter having to do with any type of global civil rights, human rights, anything of that nature. And it's just hard. It's just hard for me to grasp that they may think that living in Iran would be better than living in America as a woman and as a gay man. I know you guys have heard what they do to gay people there. String them up, hang them, throw them off buildings. You know, stick things that shouldn't be stuck in certain things in certain areas. Rupture internal organs. And she wouldn't be able to even go over there wearing short sleeve shirts and shorts. You wouldn't be able to speak out against your government. So many things you can't do. And she wants a one-way ticket, a one-way flight to Iran. The lunacy. So, Iranian people, I'm happy for you. We're still over there with this operation. Hopefully, it ends soon. Liberals, let's have a conversation. I want to understand the logic behind this current mental state you guys are in with Donald Trump. To the point where you fight against human rights. Human rights. Humanity. Let me know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section. Let's have a peaceful conversation and a dialogue. And this is The Black American.